Hello friends, I'm back already. I said I was going to do more videos and I'm keeping up to my promise. So welcome to Travel Crochet. My name is Tracy. If you're new here, welcome. And my channel is about crocheting while I travel full-time in a caravan which I live in, which is my full-time home around Australia. So I crochet, that's my hobby, and I create plushies, and occasionally I attend markets when I can in towns and to sell some of my creations, otherwise my caravan gets a little bit full. And I travel full-time with my husband, Chris. So you may see Chris occasionally in these videos. He helps me out at markets and doing various things, so yeah, you'll see him occasionally as well. Again, apologies if you can hear the air conditioner. It is not as hot as it's going to be in the next 5 days, but it's around 34 degrees today, which I think is about 93 Fahrenheit for my American friends. So yeah, it's a little bit hot, so we need the air conditioner in a tin box that we live in. Anyway, so what have I made since my last video? So the last video was the 30th of November and today is the 4th of December, so we've got sort of 4 days. I haven't crocheted anything today because we actually went out and did a nice drive and had a look at some views, so I can add some footage of where we went today to at the end of the video. So if people are interested in seeing where we are around Australia, I always put that at the end of the video for you, so if you're not interested in that part, you can, you know, finish off before that. Anyway, so if you watched the last video, I had started a platypus but lost yarn chicken and ran out of yarn and didn't have the same colour anymore, and where we are very remote, can't get any quickly. So what I did was I did finish him off but added this colour which I had, so I'd already started the top of his head and then ran out, but then I put flecks of this colour throughout his body. So I don't know if I've saved him or not, but he's completed. He's still cute, I think. I don't know if it makes him look more like he's got fur, I don't know. But anyway, I did finish him off. So this pattern is by Dan Art on Etsy, and I sell this guide for $10, the bigger version. So I love this pattern. Next time since I got more of this, I'll just make him all in that colour. So that's the first item I made. Then I went to sort of on a Australian animal theme, this little koala, which uses I've got it this really thin sort of chenille velvety yarn. Okay, sorry about that. Background started falling down. It's sarong stuck up with blue tack that's not doing well in the heat, so I may end up with a white background yet if that keeps falling down. Anyway, as I was saying, this is this really, it's probably really hard to see, really thin yarn. I use a size 2.5 hook when I use that, but it makes these gorgeous little, says the palm of my hand, that size koala. But I really do like this pattern. You do have to sew the ears and the nose on, but and the arms, yeah. So it's a bit of sewing, but I don't mind that. So this pattern is by Plush Handmade Creations, and I sell this guy for $5. So that's number 2 that I made. Then I made a larger version with this fluffier yarn, which is harder to crochet with, but I think he turns out alright. Sort of makes it more look like koala fur. Again, I don't think I've got any with me. What this type is. This is not quite it, but it's similar. So it's like a microfiber chunky knit yarn that I just found in a dollar store while we've been traveling. Got a few different colours. So again, same pattern as before, but this size will sell for $10. Alright, the next item I made was a nice big sesame chicken. So this is Southern Gals Crochet's pattern. I haven't actually made any of the Mabel chickens that everyone makes, the craze, but I actually like the way Heather has made this pattern with the tail feathers and sort of the shaping of the head a little bit. So I really like her pattern for this, and these sell really well, especially when they're in this white colour as well. So this one was a bit bigger than the other ones that I had, and so this one will sell for $15 eventually when I get to a market again. Then what else did I make? Now I also made this pig. To me it doesn't look like a pig. I started off following a pattern, then I didn't understand the pattern, so I just kept going and made up the rest myself. It sort of reminds me of the kitten pattern rather than a pig. His nose isn't quite prominent, I don't know. Then I was going to try and make the tail squiggly, but that didn't work, so he's just a chunky pig cat. Yeah, so I can't even remember. I know it was a free pattern on Instagram that I was trying to follow, and I got lost somewhere. I think maybe I was just trying to watch a YouTube video and at the same time and lost concentration. But anyway, this little guy I'll sell for $5, and it's just out of a nice pink chenille yarn. Then I made 2 of these baby chicks. Again, this is the Southern Gals Crochet's pattern, and it's got the same similar sort of tail, but it's all no-sew, so it's well, other than sort of embroidering little features of his little feet and beak. These are really quick to make, and these ones will be selling for $5, and I like how it's got the sort of the flat bottom, so they sit nicely when you put them down on the table. $5 each, so 2 of those. And then lastly, back to Australia. I suppose technically all those animals could be Australian because we have pigs and we have baby chicks. So is the black cockatoo. So where we are currently in Western Australia, the black cockatoos are more prominent here, and this is an Australian crochet designer, Crow with the Flow. You'll find her patterns on Etsy, and she does a lot of Australian animals. And there was meant to be orange on the tail here, but I didn't have any orange, so I just sort of continued the yellow. But yeah, and I'm sorry, she will hate me, I didn't crochet the eyes. I just cheated and did safety eyes. One, I probably don't have all the colours in acrylic yarn. I've only got a tiny bit of yarn and acrylic that I only use usually to price tag things, and I really don't like working with acrylic at all, so I apologise. But I do love her patterns. They do take a bit longer because they do make a larger end result, and they're really detailed, and yeah, I think she writes really well written patterns. And his little beak, you can put your finger up his beak. Anyway, so this one I'll actually sell. This is the highest that I sell my items for, and that's $25. And obviously it's a bit larger and there's a lot more work that goes into this because you're sort of creating the crest separately, the beak separately, the wings and the tail, and then you're sewing those on. So there's a bit of sewing involved, but I think he's worth it. Yeah, so that has been my last 4 days. I've done a little bit, well, technically 3 days because I haven't done a thing today so far. I will later on tonight, so I can add that on to the next video. But I'm hoping to do 2 videos a week, either Tuesdays or Wednesdays, because if we do move to a next location, we generally move on a Wednesday, so probably won't be able to edit videos during those days, so I'll have to do it a day early. And Saturdays is the other day that I'll hope to put out the other video. Let's see if I can keep up with that. I hope to. And so I will say goodbye here, but then I'll add some footage from today when we went out exploring at some gorges. So thanks for popping in. It'll be a fairly quick one today, and I'm thinking I'm going to try and make some Christmas decorations that might be able to stick better than this, because it's just going to keep falling down. I don't know if I can successfully get anything to stay up there in this heat, so otherwise we'll just have to end up with a white background behind me, and we'll have to deal with that. But live in a caravan. One day, if it's not boiling hot, I might be able to film at a beach location somewhere instead of inside. So alright, that's enough of me rambling. I'll go start editing this and see the little bit of footage that we got today, and I will see you again Saturday. See you then. Bye.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
Alright, so we're back to normal speed now. I did a little time lapse there, so hopefully that gives you an idea of what that little canyon was like through there. And then we'll head up to the next one, and I can't remember the name of it yet. We'll have, oh yeah, Charles something Gorge, something like that. Oh, it might be Charles Night Gorge. We'll let you know when we get there. Alright, this is the straight road out. Alright, so we just reached the end of the track here. We actually thought it went further, but it's an interesting little thing here where they actually did some oil exploration in 1955, and it's here capped off. The machine there. There's the information. Drilled by West Australian Petroleum on this site. They didn't discover commercial levels, plugged and abandoned. There we go. So they tried, but there was nothing there. Okay, time lapse wasn't working, so I've got out of the car and just show you this bit here. Didn't get too close to the edge, but that's the other side.